bottom is pushed in already. If bottom is not pushed in, then I would try to fix bottom first. And top is not fixed yet. So we need to fix the lane. Maybe we can get this tower and create some pressure here. Maybe we can set some wards in this area, or maybe even on the side here. We can open up the map. This is what we need. Alright, in this game I am coaching a legend player on Wraith King, and we are currently very far behind, but right now the enemies are pushing into our high ground, they are overextending, and we are able to win a team fight, which is absolutely huge. They dive, they overextend, they don't know the limits, Jakiro is spy-bagging, and slowly but surely the enemies die. So from a 12k lead, we get to a 11k lead. And this is the first thing that I want to point out. Usually what happens when you win a fight, what happens is people die on this side and everybody is just screaming push, 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 push is what they're screaming into the mic. They think in their mind that right now they can take the tower, probably they can take the Rex, but this, I have to say, is sadly not the case many times. So Sniper is going to be back in 32 seconds. Ogre is going to be in 29. And those guys take a while, but we do not know if they have buybacks or not. So if Muerta just sits here around the tower and casts a spell, then this is difficult to take. If Sniper is back up, then we cannot take high ground at all. So what should we be doing instead? Instead of pushing mid lane, I think we should be trying to split up. Bottom is pushed in already. If bottom is not pushed in, then I would try to fix bottom first. And top is not fixed yet. So we need to fix the lane. Maybe we can get this tower and create some pressure here. Maybe we can set some wards in this area, or maybe even on the side here. We can open up the map. This is what we need. Right now, if we're behind, we just need to create space. And as a carry player, you have to do this as well. You can definitely not go and farm ancients right now. You cannot go and farm this camp. You cannot go and farm towards this top area. All of those things are taboo. We need to be opening up the map. So I tell him immediately, go push top. And there's some, let's say, resistance, because usually we want to push mid, but we're just gonna look at what happens at the mid side. So Jakiro is going to push this tower. He's hopefully gonna press an E. He's not going to press an E. And there's a solo Muerta basically defending this whole tower. So there has been absolutely zero pressure on this tower. And believe me, that wouldn't have changed much if Wraith King would be there. It would actually be worse. If the Wraith King shows up to this fight on the mid lane, the teammates would think that they can fight now, that they can fight around this tower. But they can definitely not. As I said before, we are still far behind. We do not want to fight. Our mid laner, which is Sand King, currently died. So we don't want to do anything on this map right now. We just want to open it up and we create some space. So pushing this top side is the absolute correct play in my opinion. We pressured the tower. I think we might have been able to push it a little bit harder just to see a reaction, but this is the safe play. We can just head back and take it easy. Now we just have to watch the map. We have to watch and see what kind of information we're getting. If the enemy is really clever, like if they're on the next level, they would just be smoking up right now, here on this side, and they would be moving into this direction and trying to catch whatever they can find and finish the game. But we see a sniper bottom, we see the Muerta mid lane, so we have information, we have a lot of information. They are not currently together, they are not trying to make crazy moves. I wish we would have been playing into this area more. I think we can farm towards this direction, we can even pressure this tower a little bit more, so we don't collide with the Sand King. What happens now is that this Sand King, he's colliding with us. So he's going in this direction and we're going into his direction, which is really unhealthy for the map. Because right now, we have to contest farm. We both have to contest the same farm, which is really unproductive. And it leads to awkward moments like this, for example, where now the Sand King is moving towards this area, but Wraith King wants to move in the same area as well. So they're now fighting for the same farm. They both want to take this area. Sand King realizes that the Wraith King is here, and he probably has to move to the lane. Which is fine, it's a little bit dangerous, and now they're even unsure who actually should go. So Wraith King is just pushing this way and it's fine, and Sand King is going back. They could avoid all of this scenario, I think, if the Sand King would move in this direction, and the Wraith King would push the wave first, and then maybe take the top, or if Sand King moves into the top direction, as we saw in the replay, then Wraith King can move in this direction towards the mid lane. So we've been pushing it, Muerta has been showing, we're just poking a little bit, this is exactly right. Poking a little bit, forcing reactions. Now, the map is completely dark, but we've seen the Muerta on the top side, and I could bet that people try to react to this move. So if we look at the free camera, we can see what's happening. Enemies are completely scattered, which is super, super interesting and really common actually on this level, but they're moving towards the top. A scan is used, the Ogre and the Lone Druid, they're both moving towards the top side because Wraith King has been showing here. And with this move of going bottom with the Twin Gate, we can create us some space. So now we see 1, 2, 3 people top, which is really great information. And we can take the Ancients, or we can push bottom. I think pushing bottom would be even more effective here. So this is what we're gonna do. Push one wave. Now we don't see anybody, we want to be careful. We see Muerta now. We have information, we can push another wave. And now this is important. So what we can see on the map is that they're slowly gathering on the top side. It seems like the enemies want to push onto this tower. If you see supports playing aggressively on this side, then it usually means that they have cores behind them. So I'm expecting a lot of pressure into this direction. Now, usually, of course, it is our job as a carry to defend the tower, right? We want to defend here. We want to defend and we want to play for team fights. But let me tell you that, especially in low MMR, this tower has a ton of HP. Like, the HP of this tower is just crazy. And it usually takes ages for them to just cut it even to here. Push is usually really, really slow, especially in the lower brackets, even if they have something like Sniper and Lone Druid. So what I told my Wraith King is to farm and to push as hard as he can and for as long as he can. We want to join this team fight when it really breaks out, but we want to take our time. So we're going to watch top as much as we can, but we're going to keep pushing bottom, and let's see what effect this has. So this tower, half HP, we're going to take it, and now we're looking top. We're just watching, We're seeing spells being used. Lone Druid died already. This is amazing. Like, if Lone Druid is dead, there's actually no pressure on us anymore. They don't really have tower pressure now. We're gonna keep pushing. Now we see the Muerta. Now we see the Sniper. I think we should be looking top way, way more. Seeing things, seeing what's going to happen. And this is a great timing. So they're really deep into our base. Muerta and Lone Druid are dead already. So if we TP in here now, we can have a very, very easy fight. And I think what we want to do, I said to him, okay, we've been poking, we've been creating pressure. This tower already took damage. Now we want to TP back. What I had in mind is that we TP back here, or maybe on the sides a little bit further towards the bottom, maybe even here on the low ground, and then we can blink in and go on the Sniper. What we did instead, he did TP back, but he TP'd back to the base. So we had to run first. And we had to go all the way, and we're not able to connect straight, but it's still completely fine. Now we just want to fight. We know that we are 5 people, Quap even bought back, against 3 people. So we definitely want to take this fight. So I just tell him to go. Catch somebody. Catch anything. That's what we do. We man up. We use the ult. It's perfectly fine. Get a kill. Nice. We get another kill. Super nice. And I think we even get the shaker here. Perfect. So, again, the same situation as we had before. We just won a team fight. And from the last time, we've seen that the energy is going towards the mid lane. And this is where we usually want to be. But again, my point of view is that we are still behind in net worth. We're still behind. Even though the enemies are dead, in 7 seconds this Lone Druid is going to come up. And all of those heroes might have buyback. We don't know this from this perspective, but we have to assume that they have buyback. And if we look at our mid laner, he's dead. If we look at our support, he's dead without buyback. So we don't have too much to play here with. Slaughter is low HP, probably no BKB. We can even check on his item. Yeah, BKB used. So there's not much we can do. I tell him immediately, go top again. Go top. Look, he's hesitating a little bit. But it's fine. We just go top and we push up the wave again. We are in the exact same scenario where this bottom side is open We've been pushing this tower, we've been creating the pressure, and now we want to open the map. We want to finish our item that enables us to close this net worth gap. Look, there's a lone druid, there's a solo lone druid creating problems for our heroes. Even if we join here, I think we just waste our time. We might have been able to kill him, but it's uncertain, and killing this lone druid once here is not our win condition. It is to get our next item to increase the time so we reduce the enemy net worth lead. We're taking a tower, we're retreating. I think here again, I think I said that we want to come back and join with our team, because I think we just have enough gold to finish our item here, and we want to fight with our new item. He decides to take the twin gate, we're farming back a little bit, and now we can meet up. Everybody is up again. In 5 seconds we have the Queen of Pain again, and we just get our Butterfly. I think Butterfly is a funny item here, because Shaker's physical damage, except for his ulti, Sniper's physical damage, Muerta will try to hit him, and Lone Druid of course is physical damage. So with this evasion and attack speed, and then we can build a basher on it, I think we have a pretty funny item build in this game. I wish we would have connected immediately to our team here. I think this is the correct play. As soon as we have an item, as soon as we have a power spike, we want to go and we want to play. So I'm telling him to go mid here. He's selling an item. I think it's fine. Still want to connect. Shaker just died, which is really nice. And we can fight. Looking at top racks, they've been gone in seconds. It's crazy. But we can still play. We can still push. We can still fight. Very nice. There we go. And just like this, I think we recovered. And yeah, we get a lucky kill on somebody outside of the base. They overextend, and we can dive. And the game is pretty much over. Nice. Still have ulti. We can push this tower. And yeah, from a losing game, we've been opening up the map. We've been constantly increasing our net worth compared to the enemy. And slowly but surely we can get items, we can wait for mistakes, and then we can win.
Very well. I'm very proud of you.
So our team was overextending here a little bit. But it's fine, it's fine. We take whatever we can get. We can try to force enemy buybacks. And then now we're looking just for the next objective. Looking to take Roche. I think Sand King should be taking this Roche because we have Wraith King ulti anyways. And now we're just opening up the map again. We're looking for opportunities. And if people are outside of the base, they're easy pickoffs. I think even here we can fight. We can force quite a lot. Looks good, looks good, looks good. All of that looks good. Nice. Nice. So in this situation, we are pretty much able to starve the enemy. We are completely enclosing them. Basically, this is the cut that we have. The problem is, there's still a way for the creeps to escape here. And this lane is pushed in. And actually, it's pretty tough for us to push high ground. So what we have to do is we have to communicate with our team what we want to do. Either we want to try to lock them into the base, and then we can slowly cut this wave here, and we can open it just by time by cutting it like 1, 2, 3 times, and then connecting to the tower. Or we make another move where we TP towards the top side, and we communicate with our team. This is important. We have to communicate in this case that we're retreating, that we try to play from the top side. And this is what we do. We TP towards the top. We tell our team, guys, chill, do not engage right now, do not fight right now. Let me fix the top wave. Let's wait until we have epicenter again on our Sand King, and then we can move together. We're pushing top, getting the next wave, and then secure the fight. It's important not to stale around high grounds for too long. You can cut off the enemies from leaving the base. This is the one thing, but you don't want to get constantly tempted into going onto high ground if you don't have a clear target. Interestingly enough, if you go for towers like this, on the legend record, it's still the case that people step out. They step out and they should be immediately punished for this. It's exactly what happens. He messes up his 4 stuff. Sniper's just dead for 90 seconds straight. They try to help, and this is always the helper syndrome. People try to help all the time when things go wrong instead of playing for the power spikes. So we can just dive and we can take the Rex. And then we can go for the Megas, we can go and finish. We have everything we want in this game. Cool. So again, key concepts are, if you win a team fight, you can push. but do not think that you can take Rex just because somebody is dead 60 seconds. Usually this doesn't work before minute 40. Open up the map, create space. If you're behind, try to open up the map as much as you can. You just want to decrease the enemy network lead over time and give them opportunities to lose, give them opportunities to feed on the map. Then the next thing, with the open map, try to take the objectives that you can. Can you take a tower, even if it's a enemy offlane tower? Can you take Roshan? Can you take a Tormentor? There are so many things on a map that you can do for building up net worth and building up strength. If you want to go high ground and there's a stalemate, you can try to lock them into the base, but do not get baited into fighting into their high ground over and over again. Look for your own opportunities, look for your own strength, and then play for it accordingly. I hope this helped. We've been climbing from 5th place basically on the net worth chart towards the 1st place, and we managed to secure a game. Good luck in your games.